I just got a brilliant idea. Okay. Oh, hello everyone, welcome back. This is Gabi, and if you're interested in photography, travel and business tips, then you're on the right channel. Well, if you're new here, please consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell for new content every day. Well, that was good. Finally, we have our first photography related video, and that's our first photography format as well. What is it? As you saw in the intro, that's called... how is it called? It's called Behind This Picture and How I Edit It. And well, how does that work? It's easy. Simply, I will show you a picture that I took during the past years, in this case for example, and during my travels, and then I will tell you the story behind it, hopefully in a interesting way, I hope, because I didn't have any recordings from the time or any... I was not into photography back then, but that's when I was starting to develop it, especially in the pictures that I will show you. Then I will give you also a little bit of a tutorial on how I edit this picture and maybe on how I save it and I make it look how it looks now. I think that's pretty interesting, but you just let me know down in the comments if you want some more, right? Great. Alright, so why don't we get started? So these stories take place in 2017, when I was a young Gabi traveling and volunteering through Spain with good old LPEX. If you don't know what LPEX is, then you should check out my last video. Anyways, I was at the end of my volunteering period, so I was looking for a new place. And this new place was somewhere a little bit colder. That's Sweden. But in order to get to my host, I will need to have some fun. But before I get to my host, I need to do some very interesting trip. See, from the place where I was living then, in Andalusia, in southern Spain, I will need to catch my flight in Madrid. So I need to take a bus first to get to Madrid. Then I needed to fly to Stockholm and go get the train on the central station. Then you might think, yeah, alright, then he's taking the train and he's getting to his place. No, I'm waiting for the train because the train is freaking late. Oh, and I forgot to mention that during this time I barely slept, so no sleep for me. Anyways, I somehow managed to get on my train and start going north to my destination. And against all odds, I managed to connect with my last bus as well and to catch it. And that was the last step before I could reach my new home. Thanks to some higher being, I suppose. Alright, so it's been 2 days, I've had no sleep at all, and I'm finally about to meet my new hosts. The hosts I chose were a sort of sledge dog related business, so I could go dog sledging, but what I didn't know is that they would ask me if I wanted to go dog sledging right then and then. And mind you, they knew I was really tired, but the thing is that that was my very last chance to be able to go dog sledging, because it was the very beginning of April, something like this, the end of March, maybe the beginning of April, yeah. Anyways, and that was my very last chance to go dog sledging. So what did you think that I answered? Oh no! Yeah, so there it is. This is the picture that I want to talk about today. And you will see it in on the screen eventually. Right, future me? Correct, Gabi from the past. And there I was, sliding above a sea of snow in the Swedish forest with my dog team. Needless to say, the experience was amazing. The speed, the setting, those tough cute dogs. At some point it started to get colder and eventually it was snowing. Exactly what I needed to stay awake. That was about when I realized I should start snapping some pictures. And so I did. Back then I didn't know about negative space, nor I could start looking at the screen since, let's not forget it, I was using an old GoPro while riding a dog sledge. But I tried my best, and this picture is my favorite from that experience. Well then, why don't we take a look at the original shot and see how we can edit it? Alright, so as you see, the original picture is not that much different from the one that we have edited. Well, it's obvious there's not so many colors, but we want it to be all black and white. So I know the settings are in Italian, but it's the same Lightroom as ever, and I will tell you which setting I change. Starting by actually moving to black and white, and well, then we go straight to adjust the exposure from, I would say, yeah, I want it more, let's give it some light, at least half a stop-ish, yeah, a little bit more, but it's okay. Then we want to higher up the contrast as well, because we want it very contrasted. Then the lights, of course, we just need to high up everything pretty much. And I'm sorry if this tutorial is a bit, you know, it seems like it's made in one cut. It's because it's made in one cut, so I didn't cut all the things, and it's the first time I'm recording my screen and the camera, so I still have to adapt to this, but let's keep going. So the lights, I would keep them as they are. Maybe let's go with the shadows a little bit more. Let's open them up a little. The whites, we want them very white. And the blacks, we want them a little bit less black. So we higher the black value. Clarity, let's see if we can give it something, yeah, a little bit, not exaggerating on the clarity. No texture and no dehaze, because it's already too much black and white here and there's too much negative space. We will have to crop the picture as well. So the next thing we are doing is to go straight and crop this picture in a 2x3 format. First of all, we see if it's straight, and it was in this case, so okay, easy. Then we can cut it in 2/3 and 4x6 on the lower end, maybe even a little lower, somewhere like this. Yeah, I'm pretty happy, like something like this. Yeah, okay. Let's close it up. Alright, it's already much better, at least for me. Let me know if you like it or not. Then what else can we do? We can give a look at the colors, which when you press on black and white is not anymore HSL, it's just black and white. So I saw in the original, as you can see as well, there is some sort of green bluish color in the whites, and I want to see if I can do something with that in the black and white. So let's just see if something changes. Not really much. Maybe let's check out the blues. Oh, and also this one, the light blues, the aquamarina. I don't know if you said that in English as well. I hope you do. No, it just makes everything more pixelated, so let's keep it that way. The blue, on the other end, is okay. We can higher the luminosity of the blues as well, but just a little bit, because you see this area here? This area is already losing a lot of details, so we don't want that. Let's just have it to 19, somewhere there. Then split toning, no need for this. No need to correct the lens correction for this either. I think we're pretty much done. Maybe let's have a look at the tone curve for a second as well, just to see if we can add a little more punch to the situation, but I don't think we need that much more, because as soon as I change something in the dark area, you see this is where the data is being lost, so we don't want to lose any data for as much as we can, because that's not good. It doesn't look good to me. So let's just no, let's just delete this too and see. This is pretty much cool, but yeah, okay, just a little S-curve for even higher contrast. And I mean, maybe I want, yeah, let's raise a little bit the shadows here. Still a little bit. I lowered the lights now. Alright. We could drop a filter as well, but I think for now this is the look we want to go for, like lots of negative space. You know what? Let's put a filter on it. Just for the sky, at least. Did you know, guys, when you press O, you can, without going to go check and press for the stuff, when you press O, you can just evidentiate and highlight all the things that you want. Anyways, when we have our filter, we can go and turn down the lights in the sky just a little bit, just like this, so we can see the sky, and higher the blacks, so we can save up some of those details, something like this. But let's try with the shadows. Yeah, that's something already. Okay, let's close it up. This part here is the worst of the picture, because there is not many details here, and I mean, this picture has not many details in anyways, but this is the part where lacks most detail, and you can see as soon as you change something, everything up basically. But it's okay. So now we can have a look at the original versus the one that we have now, and I will just show you in the screen the full images. It's easier. And well, that's pretty much it, guys. Well, now you know how I edited this picture and its story. I guess you can wonder why I decided to print it, because overall it's a nice pic. I know that I'm saying it myself, but whatever. It reminds me of a nice moment, so I would say it's okay for that. Anyways, this video is done, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and well, if you did, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing it, and well, why not hitting the notification bell for more content. I'll see you next week then. Ciao ciao! Right, guys, so that's how I edited this picture, and well, I hope you... Alright, guys, so this story starts in the year 2017. Oh, hello.